how much money overall do you plan to commit to acquisitions?
Francine, we aim to achieve a 6 to 8% growth of our earning per share. One of the engine of this growth will definitely be the asset management. The earnings coming from the asset management will grow by 15 to 20%. We will also grow the earnings coming from our high potential markets in Asia and Latin America by 15 to 25%, and we will also capture significant growth opportunities in Europe, which is our main market, our core market, where we are the leader.
So where do you see the biggest concern and the biggest opportunities? You kind of broke it down there country by country. Do you worry about a slowdown in world growth, and how does that impact Generali?
We have a very diversified footprint, a very diversified business. We are performing in every single market where we are. As you know, we spend a lot of time and energy in the past 2 plans to build strong business everywhere. And in the next plan, we are going to further increase the diversification of our business. As I already mentioned, we're going to build another pillar of business, which will be the asset management business. So at the end, thanks to this plan, not only we are growing, but we are also decreasing the risk level of our group, and our earnings will be more and more sustainable. They will be growing and more sustainable. The dividends will be more and more sustainable and growing as well. And I think that we are less and less relying on the macroeconomics.
For the asset management, would you consider a big acquisition, or do you want to grow organically?
We will first grow organically. We will, thanks to our multi-boutique platform, which we are building successfully. We already built a boutique dedicated to infrastructure debt assets. We built another boutique, Aperture, in the US with a very innovative fees business model. And thanks to this multi-boutique platform, the third-party asset will grow from 6% to 35% of the total assets under management. So this is organic growth. On top of this, we can consider acquisition if it's appropriate. As you know, we also acquired recently an asset management company in France, Sycomore, specialized in ESG and SRI investments, and if it fits with our strategy and according to our financial discipline, we could also consider acquisition. But our plan is not based on acquisition, and we will achieve our ambitious targets in terms of growth of the earnings as a group and for the asset management without acquisition.
Monsieur Donnet, I know Generali has reduced the share of Italian sovereign debt that you hold in the overall holdings. Will you further reduce that exposure?
Sorry, Francine, I didn't get the question.
Yeah, I was asking about sovereign debt in Italy. Will you sell some of sovereign debt, Italian sovereign debt, off because of the concerns politically that you see in Italy?
No, Italy is not a real concern for the Generali Group. Obviously, we are looking as anyone else at the situation. But once again, we are a very diversified group. We are growing in Italy, where our business is extremely profitable and growing. We are also growing, and we will be accelerating the growth out of Italy. As I said, we're going to further increase the diversification of our group. The fundamentals in Italy remain very positive. There are very good SMEs in Italy which are growing, which are exporting, and we have a 35% market share in those Italian SMEs. So, having said that, when you look at our sensitivity analysis for our capital, we are very resilient. Our solvency ratio can absorb significant shocks on the Italian spread. Before volatility adjustment, 100 basis points of more Italian spreads are worth 12 points less of solvency ratio. But as you know, our solvency ratio is extremely comfortable. So we can definitely absorb shocks, short-term shocks if they come.
Philippe Donnet, a final question. What do you think the discount on your share price is because you're Italian? Because the company is Italian?
No, it's very difficult to comment. I think that more and more everybody understands how much we are diversified, how much we are decreasing the risk of our group, how much we are also building a new pillar of our business, which is the asset management. So at the end, earnings will be growing at a significant pace. They will be very sustainable, and they will be achieved through a less risky business model.